first one.
The first one, you're not going to have seen another one-off because she's a one-off Michelotti prototype, the Triumph Fury.
Oh, the Triumph Fury, wow.
Yes, that's what we have there.
The roof is absolutely immaculate.
The car is immaculate. We've had to spend a little bit of money on it. It looked like a tiny bit of rust that turned out to be a lot of rust. But she's very much original otherwise, original seats, original everything.
Yeah.
A very special car.
Very special car
indeed.
indeed.
Car to drive.
Wow.
Next to her is the Van Wall. Now you may remember the Van Wall racing team back in the 60s. But a gentleman called Arthur Wolstenholme had the rights to build some more Van Walls in the early 2000s. He was building single-seat racers, but we don't race. So he built us a two-seater. May not look like a two-seater to you, but that panel comes off and a little screen goes on.
That's it.
And unlike most of the Jag engines that he did, we insisted on a Ferrari engine because the early Van Walls had Ferrari engines. So there's a 365 Ferrari V12 under there. So she was fun round the Nürburgring.
Absolutely, yeah. And you've got the sort of modern engine with old tech.
Yes.
So it's makes for a good fun
She
drive.
is phenomenally fast, quite dangerously fast almost.
Yeah.
Really good fun.
Right, this car under here looks very familiar just by the shape of it. I'm going to go for Ford GTD 40.
It is a GTD 40, yes, another replica. I'm not too proud to have replicas. I can't afford a real one at several million, but it is a very beautifully built replica in the Gulf colours. Ideally, I probably wouldn't have had Gulf colours, but it is what came up. She's got a pucker Ford racing engine and is really perfect in every detail.
It's beautiful. How long have you owned this one, Jane?
Owned this one about 9 years.
9 years,
yes,
wow.
Something like that, I think. Bought at an auction. And used to buy quite a lot at auctions.
Yeah.
Got a bit carried away at times. But it's a very nicely done car and a great car to drive.
Yeah.
Incredibly noisy. It doesn't have silencers at all.
Okay.
They were supposed to come with some cherry bombs, but they never turned up. So
sure. Okay.
Never mind. Who cares? Much more fun this way.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And it's the same sort of principle as the 220, isn't it? It's got the sort of cooling fans at the front and the V12 engine at the back.
A V8.
Sorry, V8, yeah.
Yes, the V8 full crate.
And we've got polished cam heads and all sorts going over there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. No, this car got us to Barbados actually with Top Gear Live.
Wow.
I borrowed it, which was very enjoyable.
Brilliant. Wow. What a collection. Okay. Well, sad to say we're going to have to move on to another car.
Yet another one. Yes, there's plenty to choose from. If you've got a car collection, you have to have an E-Type, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
You know, and this is a nice one of the last 3.8 Series 1.
3.8.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's a lovely car.
I think this is zircon. Is it zircon blue? Zircon.
Oh, I have no idea what it's called.
Yeah. But wow.
But it's she did win a concourse at one point. She was. I was told firmly that she was not a concourse car, and then she won the concourse on originality.
Okay. Wow.
Isn't that lovely?
Fantastic.
Yes.
Wow. And the
And
famous.
next door to her is another Jaguar engine, but a Ronart, which my late husband built many years ago, back in the 1990s, and that has a Jaguar 4.2 triple Webbers.
Wow.
So very sentimentally attached to this one, very sentimentally attached. We've driven her all around Europe. Huge fun, absolutely huge fun.
I've seen some exhaust manifolds in my time, but not like that. Wow.
Well, some people have built V12s, so you've got them coming out both sides.
Yeah. Wow.
This is an early one.
And that's a Jaguar paint colour.
Yes.
Wow.
British
Racing Green. Wow.
Really.
Beautiful.
Yeah. No, she's very much loved. This is one of the more recent acquisitions for the collection, BMW 850.
And the famous V12.
Again.
Yep.
Yes, V12 again. So,
These are sought after now. There's a bit of a market for
Yes.
these sort of late 90s cars.
yes, definitely growing in stature.
The back of the car shares its rear pillar with the E36.
Yes.
So there's a lot of, and I think the rear window's E36, and the styling from there to there is E36, and then it changes.
Yes. Well, you know more than I do.
Yeah, fantastic car. I think it's the M62 V12 engine, 340 brake horsepower. I mean, they're cool cars, and
yes,
pop-up lights as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan of BMWs generally, but this one I just have always had a soft spot for.
Yeah, fantastic.
The only other BMW I ever loved was the Isetta.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow.
Which I did have one of, but sold. No longer safe to drive.
Yeah.
On the roads.
That's it. Yeah, okay. So that's
Under
the
there is a
850.
Lexus hybrid, a 450h.
Oh, yeah.
So that I've had since new. It's sort of daily driver in a way for the longer distances. Damn good car. Really excellent car. You know, you want to get on the autobahns or whatever. It just eats up the miles.
Yeah.
And
This has got some sort of suspension system in there for sport and luxury cruising.
Yes.
There's quite a lot of tech in this thing, isn't there?
It is a lot. Absolutely.
Wow.
One of the first sort of hybrids.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, first hybrids.
Yes. And still going well. Batteries are still fine.
That's it. Okay, what's hiding?
That's somebody else's.
That's somebody else's. So
we do store other people's cars.
Okay.
A few of sort of friends and things.
Sure.
Helps pay some of the running costs for our garage.
Yeah.
Does them a favour as well.
Exactly.
Got, excellent storage facility and very secure, and
That's
they're very
fully
happy.
secure. Literally, there's cameras all over this place.
Cameras, alarms, you name it. Yeah.
Climate controlled, humidified, armoured vault.
Pretty much. Yes. Now this, excuse the bonnet, we've just had to rub off the varnish and redo it, but...
Now I've just got a splinter.
No. It's been beautifully rubbed down. William Towns, who designed the Aston Martin Lagonda, which we will get to later, he had a kit car. You could buy it in either the wood, which you bought the plans and the glass off him, or a fiberglass body, but this is one of the wooden six-wheelers. Mini-engined. Just mad, really.
Yeah.
Completely mad. But anybody who drives it comes back with a grin from ear to ear.
You will drive this and you will feel the car chassis flex.
No, it's
really?
fine. Oh, no, it's absolutely fine. No, you undo, the sliding glass doors, like your sort of conservatory or greenhouse.
It's brilliant.
The interior is absolutely, unbelievably mismatching, because it was all dependent on who built it. But we've got green seats and tweed. But
wow.
It just shows the sort of madness of our collection, really.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be fast, it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
It's just fun. Anything that makes us laugh and giggle and enjoy the drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what this is.
Yeah, wow. What a car.
So, all wood, wooden chassis even.
All wood?
Yep, even the wooden chassis.
Wow.
And the big Lamborghini.
The big Lambo.
It's LM002. The Rambo Lambo, as she was known in the day when Sylvester Stallone had one. Again, you've got a V12 engine. This is one of the later versions, the American version. So it's more of a Diablo engine than the Countach one that the earlier ones had.
Yeah.
So she's injected. And
this is a serious bit of kit.
it is a serious bit of kit. Tyres. Recently got a new set from Lamborghini at the bargain price of £9,000 for a set of 5.
Oh.
Since I was quoted about £3,000 a corner, it was a bargain. The lady in Lamborghini Birmingham thought I was completely nuts when I said, "Oh, cheap."
Yeah.
No, it's it is what it is, especially made and for the speed and everything else.
Yeah.
you know. But
and with tyres like that, I think these ones would get bead balanced. They balance them with beads.
Well, probably, yes.
Yeah, I think because the radial size of the tyre, they can't balance it with your traditional balancing weight. So
it just, yes.
they bead balance them. But wow, what a bit of kit. Serious.
It's massive fun to drive. It really is massive fun to drive. You know, you get so many looks. People, what? Yes.
Yeah. It's quite an intimidating car, isn't it?
It is quite an intimidating car. Yeah, but fiberglass or, well, carbon Kevlar probably.
Yeah.
And by the weight of the doors are incredibly heavy, so I think they've probably got steel plates and bulletproof.
Yeah,
Because of course, the original design was the idea to sell to something like the Saudi military.
Saudi military.
Never did
embassies.
sell to them, but that was the idea. Have your 50 cal mounted on the roof and stand in the back.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. This looks...
Used to be my daily driver.
This looks powerful.
Had this again since sort of about 2000. She's a 1999 Ford F-150 Lightning.
Okay.
So, I like going.
Oh,
supercharged.
Lightning, there you go.
Yes, lightning.
Yeah.
They're supercharged. 5.4 litre.
Whew, bet that sounds good.
No handling whatsoever.
Yeah.
And therefore, the most fun to drive of the whole collection.
Even in the wet?
Oh, even in the wet. I mean, even in the dry, actually. You know, I've had her waddle her tail in the dry, never mind the wet.
Fantastic.
No, it is, you know, I'm very, very fond of this car. So I've had her for so long. Stopped using her as a daily driver only because, you know, of her size.
Yeah.
Moved on to a Nissan Cube for dailies.
Okay.
But, that.
And then this one...
Famous.
Looks a little bit...
dog shit brown colour. As they were commonly known in the day, not just me.
With
One of the last of the Daimler 420s, but unusual in that she's manual.
Okay.
Because almost all of them by then were auto.
I see we've got a Jaguar Drivers Club badge and a Jaguar Enthusiast Club badge
Yes,
as well.
that was from the previous owner.
Okay.
I thoroughly support both clubs, but you know, equal opportunities.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. Wow.
So no, she's my dad had one, and it was the first car I was allowed to drive. Sort of after my passing the test of my mum's Hillman Imp, I was allowed to drive my dad's 420.
So you went from a Hillman Imp to a 420.
Yeah, very sentimental attachments to 420s. So hence when I had the opportunity to buy this one, which had been in long family ownership, I snapped it up.
Perfect. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Now we've got a few more in the collection on this side, but you've got more upstairs, haven't you?
We have, yes.
Should we have a sneak peek?
Yes, that's just the Mercedes 220 SEB, so a convertible. Gets more business, that one, than anything else. Nice car, just having a new bumper and a new alternator done. A Toyota Land Cruiser. Unusual because she's automatic, but brought over because I had some knee problems, so my late husband brought her over for me.
And we've got what looks like easily a 10-ton lift here.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a big lift. To take the cars upstairs, but you can take the centre panels out and work on the cars in here as well.
And it creates so you can, wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant. There we go.
Ta-da.
We're on the second floor.
Second floor.
And there's more.
There is more.
Yeah, that can seem quite that's a handy thing to have. Wow.
Under here we have slightly more modern, but basically a Toyota Sera.
Oh, okay.
Which is a Corolla underneath.
Look at that roof.
With the
Yeah.
addition of these, what do they call them? Dexahedron or something doors, a la McLaren. But I think the Sera came first.
Okay. You don't see many of these at all nowadays.
You don't see many.
No.
You know, it's a niche sort of market, but there is quite a following for them.
Yeah.
And they're a lovely little car to drive. So it's just a Corolla really, but they're fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Grinnell Scorpion.
Yeah.
There's a Mark Grinnell not far from here. Made these for quite a long while.
Okay.
This is one of the earlier ones with the K100 BMW engine.
The K100 engine, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Later went on with the bigger engines, but really good fun. Again, I mean, not this one, because this is a more later edition, but we had a one originally driven all around Europe in it.
Yeah.
Huge fun.
Good suntan.
Yes, yes, probably more than a suntan, rather burnt at times.
Yeah. Oh,
And again,
okay. So we've got something else hiding under here, but not as extreme as the other one.
No, so this is spawned that. This is
a bit more civilised.
Much more civilised.
Okay, so we've
got a
got
really nice conversion of the BMW 1200.
Yeah.
C to a trike.
Yeah, looks comfortable. You've got a handbrake down
really
here as well.
Comfortable. Yes, it's very comfortable, very drivable, really nice. Yes, you can pop out down to the shops.
Yeah. Yeah. That's lovely.
It is.
And how long have you owned this one?
Since she was new, which is probably, I can't remember, early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Might even be earlier than that, it might have been in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Had her for a long time.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, great fun.
Some customers' cars.
Customers' cars.
Customers' cars.
Yes.
Now this looks a bit... I don't know what this is. Let's have a look.
It's a Suzuki.
It's a Suzuki.
The ones that were imported into this country were the LJ80s. And we had one back in the day, in the 80s. And in homage to that, my husband brought this one back over from Japan for me. But she's two-stroke.
She's a two-stroke?
I think she's the only two-stroke one in the country.
Okay.
I took her to a two-stroke rally, and all the Saab owners and the Messerschmitt owners were thinking, what on earth is that doing here?
Three-cylinder, two-stroke.
You know, and then I opened up the bonnet and they got terribly excited because there was a whole different two-stroke for them to look at.
Yeah, sure. A very simple design as well.
Very simple design. Clouds of smoke when you start her up.
Yeah.
And really good fun off-road.
Yeah.
Really good fun. Big knobbly tyres.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not a ball of fire by any means. You know, 50 miles an hour probably on the road.
Yeah.
Is your top whack.
Yeah, sure. Wow.
The paint coat, the paint is fantastic on this as well.
Yes.
So
yes, it did have a repaint
when
it arrived.
Wow.
From Japan.
Okay, and moving on to the...
This is the Toyota Sports 800.
Now this is quite a cool car.
Yeah, they made about 3,500, we believe,
Yeah.
but only about 10% of those have survived.
Okay.
And with their original engine, which this has got, which is basically a copy of a 2CV engine, it's even rarer.
Yeah, sure. The transmission is tiny.
I mean, the whole thing you could almost fit in your pocket, couldn't
It's
you?
just shrunk down.
Yes. We've had this quite some time.
Yeah, sure.
But
Wow.
it's a magic little car to drive. So well thought out.
Yeah. Fantastic. And you've got the locks that side.
Yes.
Right, this looks a bit... It's going to catch your fingers, but...
No, don't worry. It's not very heavy, is it? Not heavy enough to catch your fingers.
Okay.
But you can see the family resemblance at the front. With those lights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
A Mini.
And a Mini.
A Radford conversion.
A Radford
of a Mini.
conversion. Wow.
So we've got all de-seamed, leather, walnut, Wilton carpet, etc., and a Swift Tune engine.
Oh.
So she goes like the clappers.
Yeah.
And you feel if you're ever going to lose your licence, it'll probably
It's going to be in
this,
one of these.
because you just get carried away because she's
I bet this thing sticks.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, sticks to the road like glue.
Yeah.
Completely and utterly. Yeah.
Fantastic. And
Almost at the end, a little bit more modern. We believe the first Copen in the country, we brought her over. The 800 version, not the later one that they put. When they brought them in, they put a bigger engine in for the British market, but this is the original.
Yellow over red. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Sweet little car. Say, had her since brand new.
It looks, it's got an Audi TT
very much a metal folding roof.
Yeah.
Again. It's
and the mirrors as well.
Yeah, just a cute little car. Little summer car.
Absolutely, yeah. Fantastic.
And finally, sharing actually the same engine is the Carver 1, the tilting vehicle.
Ah.
So basically an enclosed motorbike, almost.
So this whole body
tandem
rolls
seats
into the corner.
Yeah.
As you're going around it.
Yes. And it goes quite considerably far over.
So it's
on the dash here you have a set of lights. So you have green, amber and red. And it will go over that sort of far.
With a passenger behind you?
With a passenger behind you.
No helmets?
No helmets. No. You're in a car.
Wow. Radio?
Radio.
Radio
yes.
there. Heating?
And I must admit, brave people do drive them all around Europe. I admit I haven't. I tend to do shorter journeys in her.
And you've got a
particularly
boot?
No boot.
No
particularly boot. Because I wouldn't want to be the passenger in the back all the way down to Spain. It's great in the front, but
so changing lanes on the motorway, you're going to be with a motorbike. You can kind of counter steer and use your body, and you can just glide across and keep yourself upright. Yes. But this will naturally make you lean into it.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, you even go over a pothole and she goes.
Closest thing to being a fighter pilot.
Exactly that. Funnily enough, a friend in the RAF, when he first saw it, he said, yeah, just like being one of our helicopters.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So, wow, that concludes our tour of your collection.
Yep.
Wow. So we've covered downstairs, we've covered pretty much everything, haven't we?
Yes. We're in the workshop. We have a Toyota Celica GT liftback being under refurbishment.
The full refurbishment, yeah.
Yes, and that's about it. And a Range Rover somewhere hidden away, and the Nissan Cube. But
wow.
Otherwise, that's it. That's our lot.
Wow. Okay. So, thank you very much, Jane.
That's
thank
a pleasure.
you very, very much. What a collection. We will be back. We will be in touch.
Good.
And for all you guys on YouTube out there who enjoy this content, enjoy the classic cars and detailing, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for everything detailing, car collections, restoration work, you name it, we're going to do it. It's been a long day for us, and it's not quite over yet, but yeah, what a collection. Okay, so
it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much, Jane.
Not at all.
My name is Eddie, Motoring Evolution. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you at the next video.